So today I am going to explain detailed working mechanism of the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal is a lock-controlled waterway that allows ships to travel between the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean without having to sail around South America's Cape Horn. The canal operates using a system of locks, artificial lakes, and a gravity-fed water system that raises and lowers ships. Here's a detailed breakdown of how it works. Step 1. Ship arrives at the canal entrance. Ships arrive at either the Atlantic entrance, Colón, Panama, or the Pacific entrance, Balboa, near Panama City. Panama Canal pilots, specially trained captains, board the ship to ensure safe navigation through the canal. The ship is guided by tugboats toward the entrance of the lock system. Step 2. Entering the lock system. The ship enters the first lock chamber, either the Gatun locks on the Atlantic side or the Miraflores and Pedro Miguel locks on the Pacific side. Massive steel gates close behind the ship, sealing it in the chamber. Ships are guided inside the lock chambers by electric locomotives called mules, which are attached by steel cables to keep the ship steady. Step 3. Lock filling and raising the ship. The Panama Canal locks work like water elevators to lift ships 85 feet, 26 meters, above sea level to reach Gatun Lake. Water is released into the lock chamber using a gravity-fed system. The canal relies on Gatun Lake, an artificial freshwater lake, to supply water. Water flows from underground culverts connected to the lake. No pumps are used. Gravity moves the water naturally. As the chamber fills, the ship rises slowly. Once the water level matches the next chamber, the steel gates open and the ship moves forward. Step 4. Crossing Gatun Lake. After passing through the locks, the ship reaches Gatun Lake, the highest point of the canal, 85 feet above sea level. The ship then sails through the lake for about 21 miles and 33 kilometers, a crucial segment of the canal. Gatun Lake was created by damming the Chagres River, providing a navigable waterway for ships. Step 5. The Culebra Cut, Gatun Cut. The ship enters the Culebra Cut, an artificially excavated passage through the Continental Divide. This 8.5-mile, 13.7-kilometer section was one of the most challenging parts of construction due to landslides and rocky terrain. Engineers continuously dredged this area to maintain depth for larger ships. Step 6. Lowering the ship on the other side. As the ship reaches the other end of the canal, it needs to descend back to sea level. It enters another set of locks. If heading toward the Pacific Ocean, it goes through Pedro Miguel locks, then Miraflores locks. If heading toward the Atlantic Ocean, it goes through Gatun locks. Water is drained from the lock chambers, lowering the ship gradually. Each chamber empties by allowing water to flow into exit culverts using the same gravity-fed system. Step 7. Ship exits the canal. After the final lock, the ship reaches sea level. The lock gates open, and the ship sails out into either the Pacific or Atlantic Ocean. A full transit takes about 8 to 10 hours, compared to the weeks-long journey around South America. Additional technical details. 1. The lock system. The Panama Canal originally had 2 lanes of locks, 110 feet wide, accommodating Panamax ships. In 2016, the expanded canal, third set of locks, was opened, allowing Neo-Panamax ship up to 180 feet wide. Each lock chamber is 1,000 feet, 305 meters long. 2. Water usage and conservation. Each ship transit requires about 52 million gallons of fresh water. To save water, water-saving basins were introduced in the expanded locks. The fresh water from Gatun Lake is replenished by rainfall, but droughts can impact canal operations. 3. Role in global trade. 14,000-plus ships pass through the canal annually. Handles 5% of all global maritime trade. Major cargo includes oil, gas, grain, and manufactured goods. Why is the Panama Canal important? Saves time. Ships avoid the 8,000-mile trip around South America. Reduces costs. Faster travel reduces financial and operational costs. Boosts globalization. Connects North America, South America, Europe, and Asia efficiently. Drives economic growth, generates billions of dollars in trade revenue for Panama and the world. The Panama Canal is more than just a waterway. It's a masterpiece of engineering, a key driver of world trade, and a symbol of human innovation. It remains one of the most vital and strategic maritime routes in the world today. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.